Hello and welcome to another Game Nexus Mame review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, The Newcomers, released in 1998 on Neo Geo MVS arcade hardware. Here's your intro.
Real Bout Fatal Fury 2.
And as you can see here, I would show you how to play just like every other Neo Geo fighting game. And you have a lot of characters you can choose from, just like usual. And let's get right into this. It's gonna scream at us to get into the ring, and then everything just goes on fire. And just like most of the Neo Geo MVS games, this is a very colorful, very well-animated game. I think that's a little bit annoying in this game, in my opinion. A lot of people might like it, but I hate how you can step in the background and then come out. It just, to me, it just feels really annoying, and it feels like it breaks up the action a lot. I know how some people probably could use it as a strategy element, but since the AI seems to more or less abuse it when you're trying to pummel their ass, it just really annoys me when they do it. But I like how this game is a little bit more combo-orientated than some of the other Neo Geo fighting games. You can actually do some decent combos, and it seems to call them like rushes when it actually tells you what you're doing. This game actually only released on 2 consoles. The first one, of course, was in 1998. You got your Neo Geo CD version, which was more or less identical to what you're seeing here, with, of course, CD quality audio, since you're spooling off of the CD and not ROM chips after all. And then in 2008, most recently, on PlayStation 2, there was the Fatal Fury Battle Archives Volume 2, which this game was part of. But the only actual console version of this game, other than your normal Neo Geo home cart port, would be the CD. So now we got this guy, and for some reason, the way this guy's muscles are built, he kind of reminds me of the guy from Final Fight, except he has overalls, and he has punches like Balrog from Street Fighter. And of course, for some reason, we're fighting in a big, like, wrestling ring. I remember there being a wrestling ring similar to this in one of the King of Fighters games. I never really figured out how to do the special moves in this game, but I guess if I was at it long enough, I'd figure it out. As you can see, what I was mentioning earlier, the AI seems to use the stepping in and out of the background a bit to their advantage, and it just feels really cheap and breaks up the action, in my opinion. But I would imagine in the later stages, they probably really abuse it. They really kick your ass just by going in the background and then popping right back out. Let's see if I can actually beat him now. He loves sliding in and out of the background. It reminds me a little bit of Guardian Heroes on the Sega Saturn, but of course not nearly as effective, because in Guardian Heroes you had 3 different planes you could actually fight in, whereas this game it's only you're only able to go into the planes momentarily just to evade your enemies. I always find it funny when you look at some of these games, you look at all the people in the crowd, like that weird guy in the background who's like flexing his muscles and everything. And then there's like giant golden elephants as well. I love being able to pummel a character and do like a quick 5-hit combo like that. That's always fun. This is just one of those parts in the game where I'm just like, come on, just die already. Whoever wears orange overalls anyway? Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna lose here because he does this cheap, like... Yeah, I lost because he did his cheap charge-up move.
Continue. 9.
A lot of SNK games have this option where you get to choose but you get to choose what advantage you want to have, as opposed to just starting the game normally. And let's choose Mai here. She's very popular in the other Fatal Fury games, and of course the King of Fighters she's quite popular in too. Okay, let's see if I can take care of this guy. I mean, if I lose here, this would be really bad, considering he has a quarter health. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Now I feel a little bit better. For some unknown reason, there's people in the background there holding letters that say Bash. I don't know why they're... Oh, okay, it's him. It's Francisco Bash. That's why they're holding letters. They're like his fans, I guess. He has his own fan club.
Get in the ring.
For some reason, Maya looks really small in this game as opposed to the other games where her sprite looks a little bit bigger, but a lot of the characters do look a little mini-fied in this game. I always liked her throwing her fan. She even has that in the Maximum Impact game, which of course are the 3D adaptations of the King of Fighters series. And I think she even has that in Wild Ambition, which was released on the Neo Geo Hyper 64 and PlayStation game console. And of course, now I don't like it as much when he does his crazy combo, as opposed to me doing my crazy combo earlier with that other character. Come on, I can get him. Come on, Kajokin. There you go. Oh.
Round 2.
I wonder if that's his motorcycle. It possibly could be. The shadow effects are actually pretty good in this game. If you take a look at right behind the sprites, the shadows really do look quite well. And here's me trying to very hardly take advantage of the jump in and out of the background like the AI has been doing. It doesn't work nearly as good for me as it does for them, because, you know, they're kind of experts and I'm just an amateur here. I wouldn't doubt if I spent like hours and hours on this game, I'd probably get good enough to beat the characters pretty easily, but, you know, it's one of those things. I just haven't really taken the time to really tune my skills, but it sounded like he said, B, please. When I first chose this character here, I actually thought this was a female character, but it actually is some sort of weird guy. As you'll see shortly when he starts making sounds, it's not a girl at all. I definitely have to say, as opposed to a lot of the other SNK fighting games which aren't as combo-based as this game does have a better flow to it. It's one of those games that you're not going to as easily pick up and play like you would, say, King of Fighters title. It does require a bit more strategy due to the jumping in and out of the background, and it will really discourage novice players. Like, see me there, I just got beaten by him. He had a quarter health and I had full health. Talk about discouraging novice players. But this is definitely a great game. Very fluid animation. Even the shadows in the background look nice. So, definitely any hardcore SNK fan will love this game. Even the more casual players, after a bit of play, you're probably going to really get into the groove with this one. And honestly, I'd recommend this to any fan of SNK fighting games at all. So definitely check this one out. And let's see if I can actually beat this guy. It'd be just so sad if I couldn't. Let's just see. Come on, get him. He just seems to have this, like, crazy ability to just kill you. I think that's going to be all for me. Well, this has been another Game Nexus Mame review. And he's dead. I shall see you later.